Every single business you can think of, from your local coffee shop to the biggest names in tech, they all face this one choice that can totally define their future. It sits right at the heart of how they operate, and it's all about their software. So today, we're going to break down one of the most critical questions in business technology.
Just think about it for a second. That app you use to order your morning coffee, or the massive complex systems that manage global supply chains, it's all powered by code. And behind every single one of them is this fundamental question you see right here. Do we make it, or do we buy it? Do we use something that's already out there, or do we start from scratch?
And listen, don't mistake this for just some simple IT problem. Oh no. This one decision, it ripples through everything. Cost, speed, a company's very ability to innovate. You get it right, and you can absolutely fly. But get it wrong? Well, you might just find yourself tangled up for good.
So, let's dive into the problem. Because before a company can figure out where it's going, it has to understand the maze it's already stuck in.
This is what happens when you don't have a clear strategy. You've got sales with its data over here, marketing has its data over there, and finance is in a whole other world. Nothing talks to each other. It's a classic decentralized mess. And honestly, it's a recipe for disaster. Missed opportunities, bad decisions. You're basically locking away your company's most valuable asset, its information. So, how do you escape that labyrinth? Well, leadership has to face the big decision. And as we're about to see, it's a choice between two very different paths. On one side, you've got the buy option, adopting a ready-made, standard solution. And on the other side, you can make, building a completely custom piece of software from the ground up. These are two very different journeys, and they lead to very different outcomes.
Okay, let's start with that first path, buying a ready-made solution. This is the world of off-the-shelf software.
The idea here is pretty simple. It's just like buying a product in a store. Standard software is built for a mass market. It's designed to solve a common problem for thousands of companies, not just for you.
And the appeal is, well, it's obvious. First, you get speed. You can be up and running almost immediately. Second, it's reliable. With thousands of other companies basically being your test group, most of the major bugs have been ironed out. And finally, it often comes with industry best practices baked right in, which can guide you towards standard, effective ways of doing things.
We are talking about household names here, right? Microsoft 365 for productivity, Salesforce for managing customers, Trello for keeping projects on track. What's the common thread? You sign up and you can start working in minutes. The value is delivered in days, not months or years.
All right, now let's explore that other path, creating something totally unique from scratch. This isn't just about building software, it's about forging a secret weapon. Individual or custom software is the exact opposite of off-the-shelf. Think of it like a bespoke suit made for just one company. It's designed to perfectly fit the unique processes that make that business special, the very things that give it a real competitive advantage.
So why on earth would you go through all that trouble? Well, first, to be different. If your secret sauce is, say, a really unique pricing model, you build software that does it perfectly. Second, innovation. Sometimes what you need to win just doesn't exist yet. And third, you get control. When you build it, you own its destiny. You decide what features get added and when without having to wait for some vendor.
Okay, so this is where it gets really interesting. This chart just lays out all the trade-offs side by side, and the contrast is pretty stark. Standard software. It's cheaper, lower risk, and available basically right now. The catch? Not very flexible. On the other hand, individual software gives you total flexibility to build exactly what your business needs. But it's going to cost you. We're talking higher costs, higher risk, and a much, much longer timeline to get there.
But here's the crucial point. This choice isn't always so black and white. It's not just a simple buy versus make. There's a really powerful middle ground. In the real world, most smart companies don't just pick a side. They take an off-the-shelf solution and then they adapt it. This hybrid approach is called customization, and it's all about getting the best of both worlds. You get the reliability of standard software, but with the specific functionality you need to win. Now, customization isn't just one thing. It happens on different levels. It can be as simple as changing some parameter settings like your language or currency. Or you can go deeper and add entire program modules like a new warehousing function. For total control, you can even do custom programming to connect it to other systems or use the built-in tools to create your own reports and forms.
And this slide shows a perfect example. Just think about Microsoft Word. It's standard software, right?
But you can go to the add-in store and install a translator or a citation manager. You're not building Word from scratch, you're just tweaking it to make it way more powerful for your specific needs. And that, in a nutshell, is customization.
So let's bring this all together. Because in the end, this isn't just about technology. It's a fundamental business strategy.
I love this because it really sums up the whole strategic dilemma. Choosing standard software means you're aligning your business with standard practices. That's conformity. Building your own is a deliberate move to create and protect a unique competitive edge. The question every leader has to ask is this: which parts of my business just need to be good enough? And which parts need to be my secret weapon?
And just to make things a little more interesting, the entire landscape is changing. These new tools called low-code or no-code platforms are totally blurring the lines between buying and making. They basically let people with minimal coding skills assemble powerful custom applications using pre-built blocks. It's a whole new path to a custom solution, and it's faster and cheaper. Which leaves us with a final, pretty fascinating question for the future. As these powerful tools make building custom software easier and more accessible for everyone, will the distinction between buying and making even matter anymore? Or is every single company, whether they sell coffee or cars, on a path to becoming its own software developer? Definitely something to think about.